Patience, patience, definitely.
Those are words that have served Gabe Tishman well in life, on the water, and in tennis.
My family's always been an outdoor family. We've always been immersed in nature. I grew up on a farm in Maine. I've always been spending my summers on the coasts of Maine or in the mountains, the Rocky Mountains. Our family vacations aren't typical. You go typical resort vacations. They're more if you go try and find the most remote part of the world, and you spend 2 or 3 weeks in that place, sort of being immersed in the environment and appreciating what's around you and sort of the remoteness of it and the beauty of it. I started fly fishing when I want to say, definitely before 10. And my dad, he would take me on these canoe trips up in Maine, specifically on lakes, every other morning during the summer. I just had a blast. And then as I got older, we started going to the Bahamas for bone fishing. And then we've always been trout fishermen as well. So we go northern New York. There's a lot out west in Colorado. I've been to Russia twice for fly fishing specifically, and that's absolutely incredible. I've been to the Amazon for fly fishing, Bahamas numerous times, Alaska numerous times, and there's a million places that are on my bucket list.
His love of fly fishing took him all over the world. His love of tennis took him to Ann Arbor, where he came to Michigan as a 5-star recruit back in 2015. But injuries changed the course of his career. He went 11-3 as a freshman with the Maize and Blue, but due to injuries, competed in just 18 total matches in each of the next 2 seasons.
Last year, I remember he was going to get his chance, and he broke a rib and was out for the rest of the year. It was really disappointing, but I'm so happy that he's been healthy, knock on wood, and he's going to finish out his college career really playing his best tennis.
In anything in life, you're going to have roadblocks. In my case, at Michigan, it's been my injuries. Haven't had that much playing time in my first 3 years. And similar to fishing, similar to any career. And when you overcome those roadblocks and you reach that fish or reach that remote area and you've gone through the journey, it's even more satisfying in the end to realize that you've put in that work, you've put in the work ethic, and you deserve the opportunity to catch that fish or to lead the tennis team and clinch a match. That feeling is one of a kind. There's nothing like it.
At a place that honors those who stay, Tishman remained on course. His patience and persistence paid off. Finally healthy as a senior, he won a career-high 17 matches and was a fixture in the Wolverine singles lineup. He also went a combined 16-8 in doubles.
Yeah, it's like awesome seeing Gabe out there and competing with him because he hasn't been playing his first couple of years, but it's really shown because even though he wasn't playing, he still worked super hard, and now it's like finally showing, and it's awesome. And he's our captain, and he just sets a great example on and especially off the court with us. He's always on us, making sure we're doing the right things, and it's really showing this season in his tennis. So it's so cool to see.
A captain this year, the Wolverines spent most of the season ranked in the top 25. Despite having a roster with just 2 seniors, Michigan went 18-9 overall, advancing to the second round of the NCAA tournament.
He's a great example for all those guys because, I didn't really play singles that much as a freshman, so I can follow in his footsteps, and the guys not playing right now can also follow in his footsteps.
Getting the chance to lead on the court and off the court and lead the group of guys that we have this year. We have an amazing group of guys. We're like a family, both on the court and especially off the court. We all live together. We're with each other pretty much 24/7. So it's really meant the world to me to be voted captain and to hear what the guys think of both Miles and I as leaders. It's meant the world to me.
And also to see that he still has such a love for our team, for this university after 4 years. Sometimes that's not always the case with seniors. He's the furthest thing from that. There's no senioritis, that's for sure. I mean, I see a drive in him that I see when kids first walk on our campus as a freshman. He still has that passion and energy for Michigan. When he yells, "Go Blue," I mean, it's from his heart. So I think all our guys look up to Gabe, for sure. He's got such an amazing family behind him, and he's going to do great things in life.
Tishman put his time in Ann Arbor to good use. His love of the outdoors led to a degree in the program in the environment, or PITE as it's called, with a minor in business. He graduated at the end of April, a 3-time academic All-Big Ten honoree, and a U of M Athletic Academic Achievement Award winner.
Michigan has meant the world to me. Something I'll have, something I can rely on, an organization where I can fall back on, and I know that they'll have my back for the rest of my life. Their alumni base is one of their biggest aspects here. And I mean, for everything from relationships to education to experiences has all happened in these quick 4 years, and it's meant the absolute world to me. I've had the privilege to form a unique bond with a group of guys who I now call family. Going beyond that in the classroom, I have been able to pursue my passions and come up with more passions. And not a lot of people in the world can say that.
At this year's Big Ten tournament, he was able to connect his two passions. With Michigan hosting, Gabe promoted an effort to offer zero-waste concessions, lessening the impact of the matches on the world around them.
Michigan Athletics and football program do a great job at the Big House promoting zero waste, putting compost bins instead of instead of waste bins. So we figured that why not incorporate that into other parts of athletics, into the Olympic sports. So I know that gymnastics did it one time, but they were at the Chrysler Center, so it was a little easier to promote it because it was you're on the big stage. So how do we get that aspect into the smaller venues such as the tennis center or the soccer stadium or into the new performance center? So we have to start somewhere. And I figured my passion with the environment, my experience, and I've talked to a bunch of professors, my environment professors who know about the Big House and use it as an example of innovation in a classroom. And they too would like to see it more incorporated more into the Olympic sports. So I figured we could combine those two and promote it, especially for a Big Ten tournament that we're hosting. So what better place to start than the tennis center, where my passion sort of arises, and I can combine tennis with the environment.
With his collegiate athletic career drawing to a close last week, Tishman will now turn his focus to the next chapter in his life, which for the summer means being a fly fishing guide in Alaska.
If I can come up with a way to combine everything, with my relationships to my passions, to my work experience, to tennis, to what I've learned from being a leader, if I can combine all of that, I think I'll achieve sort of a purpose in life and really reach a goal of sort of helping society and helping others, which I think Michigan has really gives you that base to then pursue your goals and really take off.
It's a great story. You know, another coach actually said that to me a couple weeks ago that has known Gabe for a while, and he's like, "What a great story, Gabe Tishman." And I said, "You know what? It really is a great lesson for every college athlete that, you know, stay with it, keep working hard, keep believing in yourself, and you know, and all of a sudden in your senior year you really blossom, and it's never too late, and he's had a great year for us."
For MGold Blue TV, I'm Anthony Polidano.